It was Christmas night, long time ago, when through the softly falling snow 2 children pressed with eager feet along the dim, deserted street. Through many a window gleamed the light, where Christmas fires shone warm and bright, and sounds of mirth and music rare rang out upon the silent air. But Christmas Day had come and gone, and night had stolen darkly on, and still the Christ-child had not come to Karl and Gretchen's humble home. Beside their lone and lowly hearth there were no sounds of joy and mirth, no childish laughter rippling sweet, no bounding hearts, no dancing feet. The neighboring children, full of glee, displayed their treasures joyfully, but Karl and Gretchen sat apart, with empty hands and aching heart. Their mother, widowed, ill, and poor, her slender hoard had counted o'er, yet turned away and weeping said, "Ah, no, my children must have bread." Ere they had slept the eve before, beside the threshold of their door, each one a little wooden shoe had placed, as German children do. And scarcely had the Christmas morn 'mid gold and purple clouds been born, ere, full of faith, the children flew to find what treasures filled each shoe. But oh, what bitter, cruel grief, what disappointment past belief! They bent above the sanded sill, their little shoes were empty still. How could it be? A sad surprise looked from their tender, wistful eyes. Yet, hoping still, they turned away and sighed, "Perhaps he'll come today." All day beside the cottage pane poor Karl and Gretchen watched in vain, till o'er them fell the sunset ray, and hope fled with the dying day. They crept away to hide their grief, and find in tears a scant relief, when suddenly through Gretchen's heart a thought like sunshine seemed to dart. "Oh, Karl," she cried with flushing cheek, "let us the gentle Christ-child seek. It may be that he has forgot. Come quick, dear brother, tarry not. Within a palace all of gold he dwelleth, I have oft been told. We'll see it shining from afar, just like some brightly beckoning star. Oh, then we'll kneel before his feet and ask him, please, did he forget? And he'll be sorry, I am sure, nor send us from his palace door. We will not let dear mother know, lest she should fear to have us go. But hasten home, it is not far, ere she can wonder where we are." The light of hope from each young face quick banished every tearful trace, while visions of they scarce knew what sweet fortune filled each glowing thought. With eager haste their steps they bent, to seek the Christ-child all intent, and out into the storm they hied, with hope's bright beacon for their guide. For hours about the quaint old town the children wandered up and down, and still the golden palace sought, and wondered why they found it not. Then out across the dreary waste, lured on by distant lights, they haste, which ever seemed to disappear as they with hopeful step drew near. The storm had grown more fierce and wild, the drifting snow in mountains piled, while icy winds, like arrows keen, pierced through their garments worn and thin. "My sister, are we almost there?" asked little Karl with plaintive air. "The way seems long and cold, and oh, how wildly beats the drifting snow." "Fear not, dear Karl, we must be near." Yet while she spoke, a glistening tear its tale of disappointment told, as o'er poor Gretchen's cheek it rolled. Her scanty shawl she swift unbound, and wrapped her little brother round, and strove his failing heart to cheer, nor let him guess her growing fear. But oh, the night was dark and wild, no friendly star looked out and smiled, the wind went shrieking to and fro, and faster fell the deepening snow. Now scarce could Karl and Gretchen lift their weary feet from drift to drift, and eerie arms seemed pressing back to force them from their onward track. And as a wilder, ruder blast swept like some dark-winged monster past, poor little Karl sank sobbing down, and hid his face in Gretchen's gown. "Oh, Gretchen, Gretchen, I'm afraid. Please take me home," he wildly prayed. "'Tis fearsome here and cold, and oh,